Romanian Post, the state-possessed postal held from the nation of Romania, has declared that it will check its 160th commemoration with an NFT assortment. These NFTs will be as computerized stamps and will check the initial occasion when the state organization in the nation will send off an NFT project. The Romanian Post launched its first post office in 1866 when it was launched on Main Street in Bucharest. Since then, it has expanded to over 50 countries and serves 1.5 billion people worldwide. These stamps, which were designed by artist Roxana Daicoviciu, will be part of a special collection dedicated to celebrating this milestone. It's currently owned by Romania's Ministry of Economy, but has been privatized before. ROPOST has been known for its environmentally friendly practices, including using paper instead of plastic for envelopes and wrapping paper. The service was also found with the goal of helping people who couldn't afford to pay for postage fees or were unable to use regular mail services due to the allocation of circumstances, which includes many elderly people and rural residents who don't have access to a computer with an internet connection, though they can access it through mobile devices. ROPOST aims at making sure that everyone can get their important documents delivered safely, while also promoting environmental awareness around the world through its stamp collection initiative called the Green Stamps. The collection will feature digital stamps that can be exchanged on social media platforms like Facebook Messenger. Romanian NFTs. The project will feature 160 NFTs in total, of which 10 will be auctioned at the Romanian National History Museum with a starting price of €160 each. The funds raised from this auction will be used to benefit the Casa Speranței Hospice Foundation and the patients it serves. This groundbreaking initiative is intended to raise awareness about NFTs and raise funds for charitable causes. It's an opportunity for people around the world to get involved with history and make a difference in their own lives by doing so. The auctions will take place during regular museum hours for viewing only, but interested parties can contact us for details on how to participate. The foundation has three main goals. Number 1, to help the disabled live as full and independent lives as possible. Number 2, to provide financial assistance to caretakers who are unable to earn wages due to their own physical and mental limitations. Number 3, to encourage community involvement in supporting the needs of those in need. The 16-year-old project has intended as an investment opportunity for citizens, according to Romanian Post's official statement. It also represents a sentimental value for the Post's employees and their families. We're talking about a limited series of 160 NFTs, symbolizing the age of the Romanian Post, virtual graphic creations with a market value that is supposed to increase. This collection is not only an investment opportunity for citizens. But also a sentimental one. It is a way to celebrate our nation's history and legacy. What makes this collection so special is that it was created by some of Romania's most talented artists. We're talking about 120 NFTs which have been designed in such a way that they represent a part of our history and culture. These virtual graphic creations were created by well-known artists like Maria Dancus, Ian Gica, and George Coposu. They use different techniques to create these pieces: drawing, painting, digital art, photography, etc. Also, these artists had some special features regarding these works. They used stamps from the era when these objects were released into circulation. The Post will soon be able to use NFTs in their collections. This is a big step forward for NFTs in the country, as it will likely boost their visibility and endear them more to consumers. As a result, it is likely that we'll see an increase in the number of people using them for both personal and commercial purposes. It's also a great example of NFTs being used for a good cause, both to celebrate the Post's anniversary and to raise funds for a hospice. NFTs are on the rise in the Philippines. NFTs are on the rise in the Philippines, and this upcoming collection is a great example of how this trend is being used for good. The collection is based on the Philippine flag and it will be auctioned off to raise funds for a hospice. The collection has already been approved by the government, so once it goes live, it will be a major hit with consumers. It's also an example of NFTs being used to celebrate something positive. In this case, the 20th anniversary of Manila's post office. The Philippine Stock Exchange has announced that it will be launching the country's first NFTs, which will be available for the public to purchase. The tokens are set to go on sale in January 2020 and will feature 4 different cryptocurrencies: Binance Coin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum and Ripple. This is a huge step forward for NFTs in the country, as they have been widely used by investors as a way to diversify their assets without having to buy stocks or other physical assets. This new collection of tokens will likely boost the visibility of NFTs in the country, as well as endear them more to consumers, seeing as they have the backing of the government. It is also a great example of NFTs being used for a good cause, both to celebrate the Post's anniversary and to raise funds for a hospice. This is not Romania's first foray into the NFT industry. This is not Romania's first foray into the NFT industry, as Romania's National Institute for Research and Development of Informatics (ICI) announced a new national program earlier this year that leverages blockchain technology and NFTs to access, transfer, and store the official documentation for its citizens. The project is called Digital Identity and aims to make it easier for citizens to prove their identity online. It will be available to anyone who has registered their personal details with ICI by 2020. In addition to providing digital IDs for citizens, this project will allow them to access health records and public services online. The country's National Institute for Research and Development of Informatics announced a new national program earlier this year that leverages blockchain technology and NFTs to access, transfer, and store the official documentation of its citizens. The idea is to make sure that all Romanian citizens have access to their citizenship status on their phones, so they can look up any documents they need to do business or take part in government processes. Romanians are celebrating the 160th anniversary of their postal service with a new online-only post NFT. The company is launching a new brand that will offer free delivery for all purchases over 1 leu, and it's also partnering with an app called Postal to make it easy to send and receive packages. The launch is just the beginning of what's going to be a long-term commitment by the Romanian government to improve the country's infrastructure. It's also a sign that Romanians are becoming increasingly open to new technology in their day-to-day lives, and as they do so, they're becoming more connected with one another through social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram. The NFT will feature the image of Romanian Post founder Julius von Haussmann and his signature on one side. There will also be a QR code on this site so people can easily scan it with their smartphones. On the backside, there will be a relief map of Bucharest showing where Julius von Haussmann was born. The coin's weight is 1 gram each. The Romanian Post hopes that by making these coins available to all citizens of Romania, it can help increase awareness about the history behind them and how important it is for everyone to preserve our cultural heritage. The nation has seen a marked increase in NFT releases over the past few years, and this year's NFT launch was no exception. The event featured a digital art exhibit by Romanian artists who used the NFT platform to create a series of digital works that mixed traditional media with blockchain technology. The event also featured a panel discussion with other artists and members of the blockchain community about how they see future developments for their work on the platform. With this, we'd like to end this video with the hope that you liked and enjoyed it. If you like our content, make sure to like our video and do share your views and opinions with us in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel to receive regular videos from us, and don't forget to click the bell icon to never miss an update. Thanks for watching. See you in the next